Hey y'all, Katie, you got blocked, Katie Kitty. Oh my God. Okay, I'm not streaming it, but I'm watching it. I got it on the Roku TV, so I'm gonna have to I'm having to watch the little chat. So everybody that's in here, I saw Cherokee Girl, Katie Kitty, Manic Mama T, Denise Wilson, Scuba Diva, Sassy Brenda. A few of our mods and members are still over in Ernie's. I watch ACR. I'm trying to make sure I get everybody that's commented. But yeah, y'all. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. I seen it, Katie. I've been here rolling. Y'all know I've been laughing my arse off, okay? Ernie the World Traveler. What's up, Oklahoma? Ernie the World Traveler. For those of you that think that means that I'm throwing Ernie support, let me explain. I'm not supporting nobody. I'm not in this melodrama that's going on between these channels right now, y'all. I can't even. I'm not going to be on here long because I got to get up bright and early in the morning. It's my first day on the new job. Whoop, whoop. What's up, T. Riley? Blanca Torres. Y'all. Man, okay, look, I'm going to call out a little bit of bullshit that I've been watching. When you watch the chat and what's going on the screen and don't comment, sometimes you see some things. So there's a lady in the chat that's already went and dropped a bag of dog food at the bottom of the road. The police have even reported on it in the scanner. There's no way in the time frame she said she dropped the bag of dog food off at the bottom of the hill that Ernie could have went to the nearest Walmart and back. I'm just going to tell y'all I've been there. No, it wasn't. She's not a mod. No, they have way more than one mod. They just wasn't saying anything. But the lady's name is spelled kind of like Tennessee. And
Officers!
Connie. I don't know if he's at Ben Hill. I haven't seen the bag of dog food yet that she dropped at the bottom of the hill. And the scanner even reported it. The cops got there before Ernie did. They thought the bag of dog food that was dropped off at the bottom of the hill was the bag of dog food that he brought. Just to narrate the drama. They're saying the dogs look emaciated. They didn't look fat and sassy, but they didn't look skinny. I didn't see no ribs, no bones or nothing. There was a couple of them that looked injured though, and that was bothersome. But I don't know. I didn't see anything that identified the house as I had seen it. And Tennessee, they can't be more than an hour behind me. And my thing I'm coming up with is, what the hell are you doing at somebody else's time of night?
Operation Director for Special Forces Liberty. Sorry about that. Sorry, brother. Sorry about that. Sorry. I bought about $100 worth of food in order, just to feed these dogs and stuff just now. Good friends with people here and damn, man.
I'm looking at the cop car.
Oh my God, guys.
Yeah, they did. Even what I seen on the screen.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I see a sheriff. They look like they're changing a flat tire.
I'm good friends with Dave Jackson over on the other side. I don't know. We got a call up here. It's always, man. It's always. They call.
It doesn't look like the cops. I don't know who the lady is. They ain't showing it. Still live. I'm watching it right now while we're talking. I don't see it. The cops are not stopping them. They have a jack up under the car. They're changing a flat tire on the driver's rear tire. Real shit.
But she set me up. Told me to come up, and you know how she is so helpful. That's exactly. That's fine.
It is Hawkins County.
Brother, I'm sorry about that, man, but you talk.
I'm trying to read the chat here. That read y'all's chat.
Man, he's fixing that damn powder. You see that sweat?
I just know that within the chat. Sorry, y'all. I shouldn't be fading. That's weird. Within the chat, people are arguing. Been other creators and Little Man's bombing the stream. What's up? I'm seeing Rap, BK, Ziggy. There's like all kinds of infighting going on, and I ain't got time for that. I'm so glad I'm not involved in it.
Why are you doing it with the dog?
Because that's Uncle Lance's doggy. Remember, we're watching a doggy for him because he's got to go to the doctor.
I don't think Candace called the police.
But I'm going.
The dog.
I'm just my bed. Hey, Mommy.
What?
Yes, we did, but Mommy.
Okay, I'm going to need you to, whatever you're doing, to stop by that. Nene's got to go to bed, so good night. Go get in your bed. Why are you going to sit down on the floor with your arms crossed?
Now I gotta go file that.
Right, well, Katie, I wanted to see if Candace was really going to be on there. And then the BS is irritating. I'm with you.
Yeah, look, he's still eating. He's got food at least.
Okay, that's the bag of dog food I'm seeing now that the other lady dropped off. He didn't put that down there.
They called the police on us. So get trespassing. I said, well, hell. So we'll just put the stuff here. And
they're at the very bottom of the driveway now.
Turn the car off right now.
And there is an office.
Do whatever they want to. Hell no.
It just sounds worse than it is because the girl is like cray-cray.
Yeah.
Like she's scared to death. That'd be the last person
Don't
I'm
say
going to
that.
have.
Don't say that. Don't say
I
that.
don't have a Bluetooth connected. Jeremiah, stop for a minute.
Okay.
I don't have a Bluetooth. Hold on.
It'll be real quick.
I'm trying to fix my microphone, y'all. Hold on. Alright, let me know if that's better. Somebody give me a 1 in the chat if that's better and a 2 if it's the same.
The cat eating the dog food because it's so freaking hungry.
Right, Cherokee girl.
Oh, damn. This son of a bitch is gonna fall over that fucking window. Oh, this son of a bitch. Go! Oh. Holy shit.
Package is here right in front of the cops. What are you doing? I'll be darned. Ziggy was right, though. She was listening to the scanner, too, because she called them out about what car they were in. And according to the scanner, the reason they came to Walmart is because somebody broke glass or something that they're alleging was paraphernalia in the parking lot at Walmart on Fort Henry.
Bye, kitty. I'm glad you're eating.
I heard it on the scanner as well. Can y'all hear me now? I mean, there's obviously nobody there for the dogs.
Okay.
I mean, people are just making nasty comments to the neighbors and everything in the chat. This is ridiculous, you guys. This is ridiculous. This is taking theater to the extreme. This is exactly though what Benny does. So, neither one is any different than the other. Happy Mother's Day out there to everybody.
Ah, there's the waters too.
There's the alcohol.
Look, waters.
Okay, here, hold it.
I got free thing.
Quit. Leave the humidifier alone. Where's your mama?
Where's the cat food at? Over the cat food.
Exactly, Katie. That's all it is. And look, there's like 12. I'm in the chat. There's like 1,200 people in the chat.
Put the cat food down. Candace, there you are. If you were the one that set me up and done this, you called the police on me after this.
Dude, he's wondering about who called the cops on him. Let me explain. There's like 1,000 people in the chat. You're not coming on Beach Creek and Ben Hill and walking around, Ernie, and somebody not calling the cops. It's just not going to happen. They don't recognize your vehicle. You're out of place. They know you're not a local. Just as soon as you pull in that area, you've been there before. You know this before you ever walk. This is the stuff that irks my soul that creators do. You know what it looks like there. You know that everybody knows everybody. They know what they drive. They know what it sounds like when they drive up. So when you park at the bottom of the hill and leave your car there and you hit the beep beep that makes the horn blow and then you go walking up top and the dogs start barking and everybody, they know. What's up, roll with it? I saw you. Melissa and a few still over there. I just saw them commenting. I'm watching it too and discussing it. I'm like, what? Right, Katie. Everybody, I'm just talking about the ignorance and how it's a whole like conglomerate of people, or as Mama would say, a clusterfuck. All the critter ladies there.
Okay.
The Daisy woman, she's in the chat. Lord Jesus, it just got real. That's so funny, y'all. I'm sitting here saying, those cops can't be coming to get you. One is on his knees pumping a jack. They have the car up on a jack. They're definitely not there to take you in.
I got slipped.
Walked over Nene's shoe. That's my house shoes. Why are you mad?
Right here. Right up in here. There, right here.
Little men's have moments.
Here.
Yeah, sassy.
Here. Here you go. Here. Oh God, it's my fingers. See, it's cat food. It's cat food. Don't eat my fingers. Let's go. We gotta go. Come on. Here, they got the food. They got everything. You got the drinks. Make sure I got my phones. Okay, come on. Come on.
I mean, I don't know that any. Yeah, exactly, Katie. I don't know that any of the sheriffs were there for him. Honestly, I don't know.
I'll drive.
The animals were called about. There was a call at Walmart. I'm just telling you what came across the scanner. That's all I know. But he knew that was going to happen. Jeremiah, get your hands away from the humidifier. That's a no-no.
No.
It's a no-no.
No, you are no.
2, 3. Drink 3. I got it. I'm good.
And if I'm not mistaken, the Humane Society that covers Hawkins County also covers Sullivan County and is in Kingsport. I'm just saying.
It's really foggy. And where is it?
Yeah, Granny T is reminding Ernie that a local brought food and dumped it off there.
It's really
He's not acknowledging. The locals made the comment and said I was there 20 minutes ago. In the chat like 9 times, and I noticed nobody ever commented on that.
It's really foggy.
It should have, and it's the bag that was there when he walked up. I saw it before he pulled anything out.
We're good.
It's really foggy. It's really foggy. It's really foggy.
They just in the chat talking about Ziggy and BK and rap and strike. I want good Lord. It's crazy. Like I'm just thought you see the chat like this.
It's really foggy. I mean, know about
It's just different. Jeremiah, what, honey?
Well, we know about like foggy outside and like foggy like a fire or like a steam train or like a zombie.
You went to court already? You ain't seen shit, girl.
He said that before like that.
You say a word he ain't supposed to say.
Thank you, Hawkins County.
Are you laughing at Ernie?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my Lord, y'all. Little man is laughing at Ernie.
Alright. Well, you say,
I just am in shock.
And then when the woman said the police are over, I went, she was, hey, that's cool.
It's really
You know, I know what the law is.
It's really foggy. Let me know.
I'm going to rap on this one.
Yeah, he doesn't know. I agree, Denise.
I'm going to.
I'm sorry about your eardrum, Oklahoma.
No, you better go home. You better go
I
home.
know she didn't call him, but you know,
Jeremiah told him he needed to go home.
BK called the police and act like he was my friend waiting on court, wanting to know exactly what they're doing to me and all that. He probably had
And all these people are believing it's like real.
call and do all that. So there you go, guys. All these little minions and shit. Look,
Let's go.
that cat bit my
No, David.
What's up, Betty Joe?
It's nothing to be scared of.
Jeremiah,
It's okay.
it's past your bedtime.
They did. They did too.
I need you to go to Honey's bed or your bed.
I don't know why she would do that. And
Which one are we going to go
You
to?
know, it is what it is. After how there goes another
Okay, turn. Oh, Lord. Give me one moment, y'all.
I'm having.
Come on, where are we going? Be right back. Oh. Oh. So old, I can't move fast. You're all right, Snowballs. I told him it's past his bedtime.
They brought it back to food. Probably, it's fine. It's all good. It's all.
Lord have mercy.
God, the police call. I'm not knowing.
Okay. Oh, Lord, I'm 90 years old. Sorry, y'all. Oh, I ain't heard nothing about nails in a driveway. I guess possible the police is the ones to flat. I'm glad to hear that, Brenda. So, what was going on in Shay's safe place earlier? People were messaging me about. Right, roll with it. I'll have to watch. Don't tell me nothing. I can watch it now while we're live. I'm watching the chat. Oh. I think I already watched that on Squall's channel. I'll send a link. Let's listen to it and see if that's it. Hold on. I'm out of Ernie's chat. I can't. I done my due on Ernie's chat. 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and I'm done. What's up, Sears? Hey. Let's see. Let me pull that up. And I won't play the video, but we'll play the sound. Let's see. I was told to go to 311. I didn't even know where to go to on it. So just hold on, y'all.
I'm at the ridge and walk all the way down the ridge for 3/4 of a mile.
Great Aunt's house.
Yeah.
So it's like, and I was doing that at a very young age, and she says that Jody Sue has.
Okay. So we gonna watch this together. Which, she threatened Squall again. Betty Joe, if you get a scene, but he just tried. Well, I got the audio I'm getting ready to play for you guys, so I'm just hooking it up right now so we can discuss it. Because I thought it was kind of important. Especially given some other things going on. We'll see if it is. Because this is from Squall Tit Direct. Let's see. Let me know if y'all can hear it.
It's always been like a drama queen and paranoid and crazy, just mental like this. She's always been like this.
Here's another thing, you know, that I don't know if a lot of the
Can y'all hear it now?
the newer creators, I'll put this in here because, you know, there'll be views after this by newer creators as they come upon this case. The early videos when Jackie Dobbs, when they had the feud with Jackie Dobbs, people forget about, they went out after Jackie Dobbs had already left the premises.
Mm-hmm.
The police had been called, Jackie Dobbs left, and everything. They decided that it would be best to go hunt him down and find out where he was at.
Right. To the hotel and everything. You're correct. I remember that. I still have those.
Who does that?
Why did they need to do that?
What were they planning to do if they found him?
Get another one of those Class A felonies for taking a gun to a knife fight?
What more of it was their business?
Yeah. Hadn't everything already been taken care of? Why did they continue to make his whereabouts their business? If he left and said, I'm getting the hell out of here, I'm done, what business is it of theirs to keep inserting themselves into his business and to chase him down, try to find him at night, after dark?
My answer to that question would be no. I would say, Katie, you would think maybe to distract. But that was very early on in the case. She didn't even have her YouTube channel. That's when she first came out on Squall's channel and drew attention to herself. And then got everybody going to her Facebook to watch, and then started her own YouTube channel because she didn't make the money in the marathon that she thought she was going to make. Let's be real. But why actually did they do it? Why follow somebody and ride up and down? They didn't follow him. They rode up and down the roads actively seeking that vehicle and looking for him after the police had been called and the situation had been taken care of. So I get what they're asking. What was the point in that? Why would you go so far as to take video of where he was at and go in and speak to the clerk at the hotel? Why? Did he steal something from you? Did he touch you? And did the police not address that? Or was there some sort of deal that you couldn't address with the police that you had to go handle? That's the only thing that makes sense to me. Think about it.
While he's trying to go to bed.
The part to
trying to make
address is
sense of
just
what the
coming
hell
up at
just happened
3:11.
with
I ain't
Robbie.
there yet.
Just, you know, I mean, there was supposed
Now,
to.
is that normal behavior? How many has done that? You know?
Oh my lord, this stupid phone.
But like I said, see, that was...
What's up, Deb? I seen you
Jackie
over
Dawes
there.
was right before summer. So that's the type of behavior that you had. And then all of a sudden, just like a light switch, the opportunity presented with,
Phone locking up.
hey, let's jump into a Summer Wells Reward Fund
I
where everybody's coming
I know Lacey
together
meant
in
well.
support of summer. I'll just fit myself right in here with everybody and
This one is
ride
horrible.
coattails as long as I can ride.
Yes, she did, and she even told me she was doing that. She was like, I'm going to speak louder, and then it's like, it was just like a domino effect, you know. It was like she went into your all's chat, and my subs that follow my group on Facebook, you know, they just started messaging me asking if she was safe and if she was okay, and that was like, I guess, that first night that she was in your all's chat.
So that shows premeditation to scam.
We're going to talk about the
creators
scam thing
and
too, by the way, because I have a little bit of information that I ain't never really talked about,
Telling you that.
and I'm going to talk about it because it goes along these lines, and I think it's important.
She already had it drawn up in her head what she was going to do, and proceeded to carry on with it for as long and as far as she could take it.
Yep.
Yeah, well, Geek says, I think Jody Sue is the true OG tragedy pimp. All right.
Yep, she can show everybody how to do it right. I'm just afraid that she's
if there
a
is
contributor to the tragedy.
pimp, she would wear the crown.
He is, Katie, I agree.
For that one.
And I'm not arguing. Anybody can feel how they want to feel about Scott or Squall yet. You know, you ain't got to sit here and say they the greatest thing since sliced bread, but right now they spitting the truth. That's all I can speak on.
At first, until, you know, you asked
There's
her,
a specific part I was told to listen to.
and I'm not going to say this quote for quote, you said, you know, is there anything, you know, this was after she was at the motel, you said, you know, is there anything that we can do, you know, anything you need, you know, and she was like, oh, I just need a vacation. I want to ride the winter out on the beach in my camper.
Yep,
And
heard that
she didn't
before.
say anything like, thank you for asking. She did not say that. She just threw out there that she wanted out of this county, out of this area.
Right.
I mean, that was like what she asked for, and she came into your chat. In my opinion, she came out there hoping that somebody would set her up in a different state or out on a campground at the beach.
Well, tell her about the phone. I'd forgotten about that till you, or I didn't see it.
What is it?
About the phone that she got and was ungrateful for.
Yes,
Oh, I know about
during
this.
the marathon, someone sent her a phone. And I was watching one of her Facebook videos, and she was sitting there, you know, bitching and moaning about the marathon. You know, no surprise to that. But then she picks up a cell phone and says, and for a cell phone, this is what they sent me, a Walmart piece of shit. And then she just kind of like, you know, just held it up and dropped it on the table and like, disgusted that someone sent her a phone from Walmart, a straight talk phone.
Hell, I got a straight talk phone. What's wrong with that?
Why did she need a phone?
I love my phone from Straight Talk. Well, I loved my phone, my $40 one. This Samsung Lacey gave me, I like to throw. What's up, Bubblegum?
Why did she need a new phone?
Yep, Betty Joe, he does.
Did Hillary Clinton her phone that she had before Summer went missing?
No, she didn't just say
This was
that.
from someone that apparently had nothing and needed help.
Right. Right, Scott. That
And
part.
that's how grateful she was, along with the sketch artist, along with the hotel rooms, along with the domestic violence shelter, along with everything else.
What's up,
that
AP? How
everybody
you
else
doing?
has tried to
Right,
help
I
her
got
with.
Straight Talk. What the hell's wrong with Straight Talk?
The raffle on the shirt that she was wearing when Summer went missing.
That shit right.
She
Ooh,
searched for Summer in. She raffled that off during the marathon.
sure did. She sure did.
Who won it and did they get it?
As I understand, no, they did not.
Now that I don't know.
As I understand, they
I
have
don't
yet to
know
receive the
about
shirt.
that, because that all took off into the
Netherworld,
the
Scott.
more
Just
drama
tell
side,
it, Scott. Yeah.
when they were doing all the
I got the $35 Straight
billboard
Talk plan, y'all. Shirley, you ain't that late, baby.
Cam and Allie and Brad.
Scam and Allie, I call them. I don't care. I've come out of my shell and just started saying what I feel. I held it back for so long about so many people.
That's when, Chasing Truth was getting in there, and Benny Keys was getting in there, and all that. And I just don't.
Yes, she did, Katie, during the marathon. See, I didn't find out about none of that until after I got back from Tennessee. And it had done happened like 2 days before. Because I was driving. I was driving from, back from Tennessee, and there was areas. Well, I had Straight Talk, the $35 one. So I had exceeded my data plan. So there was a lot of stuff that
she's still active in the chats
because I couldn't be on YouTube. I couldn't. I had to save my data from my GPS.
From Brad that he had at the vigil for Summer. She hadn't got it. They raffled it off, and or auctioned it off, I guess you could say. And she hadn't ever got it. And I did see somebody say, and it may have actually been her, that she said that she finally did get it.
Okay,
her actual name is Kay's Candle because of
they
that.
talking about finally did get the candle, but it took like what? Just hit me up and let me know, guys, that we can go to Shay's Safe Place and play that. We're going to make sure that we give credit to everyone involved on the panel. And I'm going to pull that one up. Y'all just give me a moment. I appreciate... I don't think he's in prison yet, no. Wow. Yeah, they did, Shirley. I think they split money and talk bad about each other to build up sympathy. That's my personal opinion. I think they knew each other beforehand, because when I go back and I hear about the conversation that was going to happen, if y'all remember, I was on a live panel that involved a long time ago. It was Libby, and I can't remember who else was on the panel. It was on Libby's channel. And a few days later, I was at work at Walmart, so I was having to listen in my earbud. But they were supposed to, it was True Crime Commentary, Libby, and I believe Tiffany Marie, and they were supposed to be having a neighbor The neighbor was involved in a car wreck. Chase was involved in all that. That neighbor was Jody Sue. Hindsight is 2020. There was allegedly a car wreck. He was the mechanic and shit. I don't know exactly how it all played out, but he was involved. And them acting scared and afraid to talk. And whatnot. So, it's just real funny. It's real strange. They never came on the panel. They were too scared. They got put up in a hotel room. So in my opinion, it sounds like Jody Sue. Oh, wow. I didn't even know there was an interview between Jody Sue and Chris McDonough. Oh, I'll have to go hunt that down. Can't show it here, but I have to go hunt it down. Let me go to Shay's. I didn't think Shay would mind. She's often over here, you know. And we've featured her channel before. But I don't like... You guys know, I'm real funny. I don't like... Any channel that I like or respect especially, I don't like to share their stuff without permission. I just don't. It's a respect. And she's done some cool ass skits that have me laughing. Let's see. It's the one from 4 hours ago, I think. Y'all just hold on, because I was given a timestamp to go to. Let's see. I'm not sure if they mean 2 minutes and 30 seconds or 2 hours and 30 minutes in. We're going to assume 2 hours and 30 minutes. So I'm going to go right near that mark and see what's going on. And this is Shay's Safe Place, Scott H. and Squall Tit. So if my mods can just, you know, pretty much pound the chat with the links to those. What's up, New Orleans lady? Before I start sharing and playing it, let's make sure that we give them the credit. Okay, I'm right at it. I'm at 2 hours 27 minutes, so it should be close to what I was told to go to by one of the Sunshines. Yeah, I'm glad. Well, we're going to share it because I just think it's important for Summer's case. And knowing that Shay's okay with it, I'm cool with that. So it's Scott H, Squall Tit, and Shay's Safe Place. Oh, did I... Hold on, y'all. I didn't share audio. Share audio. I just want to make sure that we have them in there. Somebody said before that. Go back a little before that. I mean, where should I go back to, Katie? Because I was told at the 2 hour 30 minute mark. I'm at 2 hours 27 minutes. How far back should I go? Okay. How about I do 2 hours 26 minutes? We'll just split the difference here. Okay. And show on stream. Alright, guys. Y'all should be able to see in here now. As soon as it catches up. I'm just waiting on y'all. Gotcha. If I need to go back, we can go back. I'm waiting. It's way far behind. Oh, God. Okay. I need to put my headphones in so we don't get any feedback.
I did not know anybody had put that out there. I've only had 2 people tell me. And I did not, so it had to come from the 2 people that told me. And one of the people in that 2-person party is the one that saw what happened.
Let me rewind a little bit, obviously.
I'm going to say WTF. We need to back
Hold
up.
on. I'm going to rewind.
I believe that's what she said. I don't know if it's true. It's just what Jody Sue said.
Okay, hold on.
I can't say I wasn't there. I doubt it because
Okay, hold on. We're going back.
actually one of those ladies was the lady that Crystal's crime phone.
Shirley, send me an email at neatasworld99@gmail.com. They'll drop it in the chat.
She's the one that confirmed it for me. And this is from another person that, wants to remain anonymous and not, have their name out there. So
Okay, we're going to rewind just a little bit more.
It's just a theory.
Let me rewind. Hold on, y'all.
The point of this is not about the bear.
He did
Okay.
things like
I'm going to rewind so we can get to a stopping point. And let's just be open, objective, and willing to listen. I'm willing to listen. And I know Shay is a local. She's one of our sunshine. She's been, her, Crystal's Crime Time. There's several channels involved in this. I've never dealt with Squall Tip, but I've never had a problem with her. Scott H. It was a local, still lives in the area. These people do know what they're talking about. When they're, when I went to Tennessee and I talked to people, I got so much confirmation on stuff that I've heard. I'm not going to speak out against these people that I know are telling y'all the truth. Jody Sue is full of bullshit. Now that part I do know. I know that. It's 7 ways from Sunday. I don't know how else to put it, What's up, Cup of Crime? Dippy? I don't want to say it wrong. Sorry. With Dippy, my bad if I'm butchering it. But these locals, yes, Squall's local, also Cherokee, I know, that's what I'm saying. All of these people are local to the area. And they're letting you know Jody Sue's full of shit. I showed you every one of her fucking records and Andy's and how they've not paid crap. They still owe an ass ton of money. So how are you off probation? How are you driving around? Dippy. Dopey. I feel like she does New Orleans lady. Dippy. Okay. Dippy. Dippity-doo-dah. Dippy. I like Dippy. I like that. If you have... Dippy apparently has a channel, so if one of the mods... we'll drop it. I don't know what FL stands for. I keep seeing FL. And I'm thinking Florida. Oh yeah, you mean look into the light. Y'all, go, if anybody's a Patreon member of mine, please go and look. You will see that I put this out there months ago about him. I said, I stream titled Look Into the Light. The one that was the RSO on the horseback searching. The one that I was talking about 2 days, the last live stream I did. It had to be took down or privated. It is available on the Patreon in full. That one where we were talking about the fact that Jody Sue has deleted the live stream that Shay showed us that was about 7 minutes long with the closed caption, and where she's taken up for Frank Light, the RSO Frank Light, that part. I done called it out. Members will know that, as well as those that were in that chat that night. I put it out there. The NC pollen. No, I'm really not okay. My head hurts. My nose is stuffed up. I'm a nervous wreck because I start my new job tomorrow. I got to be there at 9 a.m. I got a bunch of crap going on Wednesday that's got my nerves tore up. I can't eat, can't sleep. You know, anybody that's a mama that would be dealing with what I am would be that way. So, it says, not respond up. Okay, I will look, Shirley. I did respond. PayPal has been... That's why I said what I said in that live stream to you, baby. You probably did, Katie. Yeah, listen, if you're in NC near where I'm at, Cup of Crime with Dippy, you know the pollen is... that stuff is real this year. I mean, real. The pollen is no joke. We host, Mama's car is black. My daughter's car is like a dark blue, and mine is like champagne colored. And I ain't hosed it off because it'll crank, but it sounds like I'm cranking a lawnmower. I think Miss Oklahoma might have, it was either Oklahoma or Cherokee girl I was on the phone with the other night when I was just cranking it to make sure that, okay, Sandy Hills got you. You and your Cherryville and them. I think, from what you're saying. I'm close to Asheville. But it sounds like a lawnmower cranking up. I'm about positive I've got a cracked head or head gasket. But yeah. Yeah, and when it did, Oklahoma, it started running hot. And with everything, I've changed the whole coolant system. All that's left is the head gasket or the head. So, you know. But I got the new job, y'all. I'm so excited. Y'all, just a little bit of kudos. I'm just doing a little dance over here. I'm excited. I'm nervous. It's a hard week. Oh! Between Fayetteville, Raleigh, heard. Got you. Yeah, I stayed in Spring Lake, right near Fayetteville. 14 miles away from Fort Bragg for a while. When I worked on post. Those of you know anything about a civilian, by the way, working on a military base, also know that that fictitious criminal record that was attempted to be put out on me could not be possible. And me working on the base. I was a flag girl for a paving crew. Had a little walkie-talkie. Runaway red van, didn't stop. Copy. Yes, all that. It was like, let me tell you, you ain't never seen the heat till you've been on new hot tar pavement. In the Fayetteville Spring Lake area in the dead of July and the first week of August, right behind the hot paver. I know exactly where Yatkinville's at. Whoop, whoop. Nope, you sure can't be on base. I had to go with my driver's license, social security card, and certified birth certificate, even though the company recruited me to come there, because, you know, you might be a serviceman with certain charges, but you're not going to be a civilian with any kind of charges on the base. Like, I had to go in, there's a, like, I called it a welcome center. Okay, got you, Dippy. At the end of the base, like going in, it's so cool. They got, it looks almost like a ride at Carowinds, because they got the little things that look like toll booths, and you're going up the hill. You gotta go up and down a hill like a roller coaster to go in. But there's a welcome center at the base. I had to go in there with my driver's license, birth certificate, social security card, and that was 72 hours before I could get an answer to whether I could get a permit to allow me with the work crew onto the base. They do, it's federal background check, you know, it's the government does your background check, so I don't know. Thank you so much, DP, I appreciate it. Thanks. But yeah, I'm excited about the new job. I think it's a, for those asking what I'll be doing, it's going to be a job similar to what I was doing at Walmart. It's just working for a smaller company. It's a little bit less pay, but it's got benefits that are very comparable with what Walmart was offering, and I just think it's a better work environment. So, yeah, you're right. It's hard to get on base. I'll even tell y'all, I don't care. I worked for Trojan Labor. That was the company that they had subcontracted through the government, and they paid us. They considered them day labor because they don't pay you weekly. They pay you daily, and it was direct deposited onto our card daily. After transportation and equipment cost, you'd make about $76 a day working. But they actually had a van. They picked us up at the little trailer park that they helped you get set up in, and provided transportation, your hard hats, your vest, your walkie-talkies, and all that stuff. But you paid $8 a day if you rode to and from work in the van, and then you also rented your hard hat and all that stuff daily. It was like somewhere $12 to $16 a day. Yep, it sure don't matter, Dippy. They could see you, know you every day in and out. But now I will tell you this. I know someone that lived on that base. He was a single man. He came out. He hung out in the trailer park at the trailer we didn't go to all the time, and would get rip-roaring drunk and go to Foo Bar, because I worked at Tiger's Subs. If you know anything about that area, you'll know exactly. Tiger's is on the Lillington Highway. And right next to the Foo Bar. Or FU Bar. Yes. I thought it was, it's like a military term, I believe, for the Marines is what I was thinking. But I'm like, doesn't look like it's a bar full of servicemen. It was a biker bar. And it was actually capital F, capital U bar. It took me a month of working there before I figured it out. But yeah, I worked on base, and I also worked 7 nights a week from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. answering the phones at Tigers and scheduling the delivery drivers. And let me tell y'all something. They did a banging ass job, for real. Oh, okay. In Froggy Bottom, yep. I know where you're talking about. We were, I was on the All-American and the Lillington Highway most of the time. I bicycled and chained up my bicycle at Walmart and would catch the bus around from the Walmart anywhere else I needed to go when I was in Fayetteville. It was pretty cool. Because it was like 14 miles to the Walmart on the bicycle, y'all. But I stayed healthy. I tried. But it was a different experience. I'm not gonna lie, I missed the mountains and the valleys and the hills, and everything that we have around here. Thank you, Shay. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I just wanted people to know that, everybody on your panel on this, every one of you guys, what y'all were talking about, y'all were all locals. And a lot of the stuff y'all were talking about is stuff I was told and heard from many, many people in the area when I was there. I talked to people in the Beach Creek area. I talked to people on Ben Hill. I talked to people in Kingsport. I talked to people in Johnsonville and Morristown and Bluntfield. And they all had the same things to say. First of all, they wanted it known that certain stuff was known and that it was time for it to come to an end, and they were tired. And that some of these locals that are speaking out and things they're saying don't represent them. They don't represent the majority and how they feel and how they think. And I think that's important to get that message out there. That has to do, I'm still working on a documentary. And, You know, I've always said I got one more visit back so I can get the rest of the footage that I need. You know, I told y'all when I went, and people talking about the hippie shack, this is what they got. They didn't buy this, they didn't buy that because it's a head shop and blah. I already said all that. I did an interview with the little girl that was 23 years old, and it was there on the day that Candace and them were there. And again, I say, Summer, if she was seen by them, it was because they were outside of the store, because either that or they broke protocol. It plainly states you have to be 18 or older to enter that store. Same with Catch 22. And you notice Candace never said shit about visiting Catch 22 until people started questioning it, because I brought it up that, hey, that's closer to the hospital. That's closer to the hospital. You had to pass Catch 22 to get to the hippie shack and to the orange store. Anybody know about the orange convenience store? Shay, if you're still in here, you may know what I'm talking about. It's past the hippie shack, same side of the road. There's a little house. There's a little trail that goes between that store and a grayish blue house that sells Avon. Those locals will know exactly what I'm talking about if they've been in that area. And I've had people in the chat when I talked about it before that were in that area. Place is sketch. Candace had an Avon lady too. Remember that, y'all. I'm not just talking out the left side of my mouth. Like, I got video. And if I've asked anybody to contact me. I need some help. The camcorder I have is not compatible with Chromebook. It's not compatible with the Chromebook. So, it's a problem that I'm having. To try to convert some video over. It's too big to use my phone to convert it. Nope. Not the smoke shops. I don't know about other states. I don't know Tennessee's law as well as I know my state, North Carolina. I know in North Carolina, I can go to jail. If I take little man in one of these smoke shops that sells, it depends on what they sell. If they sell just strictly tobacco and tobacco related products, it's not a problem. But if they sell head shop stuff, and they're mainly a head shop, and that's what they're classified as, like, let me explain how North Carolina works. It's bad. Okay? It's to a different level that people might not understand. I can go in North Carolina. You know, back when I was growing up in the 80s, them old ancient days, when I was like 13 to 14, the coolest thing ever was these feathers. And the feathers were on a roach clip. But we would clip them on our hair bows in our hair. And we had those one hair bows that we had like ribbons in. And you braided the ribbons kind of in and out of the hair bows. And then you clipped the feather on to that ribbon. I mean, sometimes they were even like hot glued on. Did y'all know in my state that I could have went to jail for those hair bows? Because a roach clip is considered paraphernalia. It's marijuana paraphernalia. You can take a bobby pin. Look it up. Check out North Carolina general statutes. Call a lawyer. Call a judge. They'll tell you I'm not bullshitting. Not exaggerating. It's what I'm about to tell you. Yep, it used to hang from my car mirror too. But what I'm about to tell you right here is some real good shit. I love that. I miss my stepbrother saying it. Lord rest your soul. But, some real shit. It is up to the discretion of the officers. Okay? On what I'm about to tell you. You can take a bobby pin, and if that bobby pin is folded in a certain way, it becomes paraphernalia. And you can get a drug paraphernalia charge. It is up to the discretion of the officer. It is an arrestable offense, and you can't go to jail and have to get bonded out, or they can write you a citation, or they can just say, don't have a bobby pin folded like that again. That's how strict the paraphernalia laws is in North Carolina. Here's the deal. I can go in one of these head shops and they have like the glass bowls that they say for tobacco use only all over the place, and tell you if you mention anything other than tobacco, they'll put you out of the store and they won't sell to you. I can buy that, have it in a bag, get in my car, drive 1 mile, get pulled over, and receive a paraphernalia charge. Now, the most they expect the officer to use discretion. That's why it's worded that way. To be able to tell that it's not ever been used in any fashion. Or to be able to tell if it's just been used for tobacco. Because you could very well get cigarette butts and put that tobacco in there. But guess what? If that officer wants to be a dickhead, you can go to jail without ever using the thing. They can be sitting in the parking lot of that head shop and take you to jail before you ever do a thing to it. And it's up to you to hire the attorney and you to make them go and send it off to get tested. Most of the time they won't send it off to get tested because it's going to cost more than what they would get if you were found guilty. It's right. This is a straight Bible Belt state. For reals. You can't even have, if you got a liquor bottle or a wine, like you've been out to the Olive Garden and you drank 1 glass of wine out that bottle, they recork it. They have to put a bag on the top, a bag on the bottom, and you better have that bitch secured in your trunk. If you have it anywhere else in your car, you could catch an open container ticket, even if you don't have alcohol on your breath, even if you're not legally drunk, even if it's from 3 days ago. They do not care. Period. It just depends on the officer, once again, when you get stopped. And a lot of people don't know how subjective certain laws are. Right? Yeah, you figures on that. I'm surprised because we are such a tobacco state. And yes, brown bag. It cannot be a clear plastic bag. It better be a brown bag. You're correct on that one too. Yeah, North Carolina. Listen. We've only had liquor by the drink where I live, y'all, for less than 6 years. No lie. You had any bar that we ever had, the reason they weren't any good is because it was BYOB. They would take your bottle back behind the counter and charge you to get your drinks back. Because they would serve you cups and ice and your mixer, like orange juice if you have vodka or whatever. And you had to pay for that setup, like $8 for every round for 4 people or whatever. That's how they got you. Oh my God, it was crazy. That was me. That was when I was coming up in my like 20s. That's why we went to Asheville or to Hickory or Lenore or other towns away that had liquor by the drink to even be able to go to a bar. We had to drive at least close to 45 minutes to get to the nearest place that we had liquor by the drink. That don't mean we didn't have moonshine though. Oh God, we don't have no drive-through liquor store. Nope. I know some states you can buy liquor like in Walmart. Our Walmart might sell you some mixer, but they can't sell you no liquor. There's bars. Now we have liquor by the drink. We have 1 bar in my entire county. 1. Y'all, and you can't get more than about 50 people in there at the same time. Yes, they sell that's the crazy thing. You can buy the Delta 8 all over the place here, yes. The Delta 8, but not Delta 9, not Delta 10. Delta 9 is the real deal. I don't know how else to put it to nobody. Delta 9 is the real full deal. Delta 10 and Delta 8 are 2 different derivatives. Delta 10 is not legal here in North Carolina, though. Only Delta 8. They got cigarettes, they got gummies, they got candy bars. Trying to think vapes and stuff. But yeah, it doesn't sell that big around here, honestly. Yeah, I wish I had some of that with a full peppermint stick, the old school Bluebird peppermint sticks. And the full-size cinnamon stick in the bottom of the jar of the moonshine. We used to have great big gallon jugs, JFG jugs. That was my door growing up. What are y'all talking about? There's Delta 8 and Delta 9 and Delta 10. Delta 10 is like the liquid, or Delta 9 is like the liquid that is full regular THC. Yeah, 16 likes. That's what we got, lovely lady 422 ABC, Aunt Bessie's Cafe. And you got to get your ass out and go right up on in there. And nobody, if you, please try to take a teenager into the liquor store with you. And it's the same for the head shops. It's not allowed. The same people that come and try to buy alcohol somewhere for selling to underage people, because all they've got pretty much that you can buy under the age of 18 is incense and soda. Everything else that they sell in the stores, you have to be 18 or older to buy. And now it's probably 21, now that the smoking law is up to 21. Delta 8's all around North Carolina. To get Delta 9, you'll have to go to Virginia. To get Delta 10, you can get Delta 8 and Delta 10 in Tennessee. Virginia's got all three. To me, yeah, I guess they would, Cherokee girl. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly, Oklahoma. We got one of them. I'm not going to say the name, but we got one of them in the next town over. It's been well known. Hell, right up here there used to be a pizza shack that caught on fire and it's crumbling down. The owners, 2 hour, 20 minutes, Shay, thank you, darling. The owners went to jail because they sold like the Hunt Brothers pizza. It's still around now. But you called and you asked for a specific pizza, and your pizza was costing you about $60, but they delivered. That's because you was getting a crack pizza. They got busted. They did fed time. 2 hour and 20 minutes, Shay. I got you. And I thank you very much for allowing me to share this. I appreciate it. It's not, people don't understand just how rural Ben Hill Road is. I'm from the country, and it was a little country for me, that holler was. I don't understand why the National Guard hadn't been called in to search, but maybe Tennessee does that differently than they do here in North Carolina. Shay and those of you locals, y'all probably heard of the gorge that's near where I live, Linville Gorge. We got hikers and shit go missing every year, and they have to call them out. And it's an area, that area reminds me of the Ben Hill Beach Creek area. That and going up towards Flat Gap Mountain. Those two areas really remind me of being in the beach. So y'all, it's very rural, and I don't see how you could say that you searched everything unless you, because when somebody asks you about a cave or a sinkhole or a covered over well and stuff that may be hundreds of years old that y'all forgot, but the kids has been playing on and in, and you don't know what they're talking about, then you didn't search everything, in my opinion. I don't understand why that there's not been people, the searchers would really, honestly, to do a proper search. You got to go when the foliage is down. You got to have machetes. You need to be tied off to each other doing a grid search to make sure you've covered everything. And a lot of time was wasted after Summer originally went missing. Because if you think there's a possibility that she is deceased and has been placed somewhere, then you would need to look for recently displaced dirt and grass and gravel. And after a few days in a snowstorm, that shit's, you know. I mean, anything's possible, Dippy. But what I do think is they ain't no... I just don't see... You, after being there, and I said this months ago and I'm going to say it again, after being there, I don't see any possibility of someone random that didn't have business and a reason to be up on Ben Hill and Beach Creek just randomly riding up on it. Not even taking a wrong turn and getting lost. You're not going to end up on Ben Hill. You're just not. I don't see that. Because your GPS is going to go out before you get there, first of all. And second of all, it's just not an area. I mean, there's not, hey, true crime cases, mods, don't forget to drop her link and Shay's link again for me, please. There's no, like, there's not nothing near enough to there. Kingsport is your next bigger city, and it's like 30 minutes away. Everything is like a half hour away. Like one area we got up here that we call no man's land because it's a dead zone. It's a well-known dead zone. Once you get past a certain point, until you get basically to Spruce Pine, you're not going to have signal going up this certain road. And you know, Spruce Pine, Banner Elk, Blowing Rock, you're going to have to hit that heading towards Newland and everything before you catch a signal. And we all know that as locals. But you could be a random and end up off that main, it's a 2-lane highway. It's a 2-lane highway. But you definitely could end up out there making a wrong turn. There's attractions, there's campgrounds, there's a way to go there. You're going to like Blowing Rock, Banner Elk, and all these tourist attractions. And GPS sometimes takes you that way because it is shorter, even though it's slower. So it depends on which kind of route you're taking. That being said, there's nothing out Ben Hill like that. There's nothing out Beach Creek to take you there. You're not just going there. You're not. There's not no random mug driving around out through there that the neighbors don't know, that somebody between Beach Creek and Ben Hill don't know, riding the fuck out through there. It's just not going to happen. I had to search like hell for it when I went. You can't convince me that. So, anyway, Shay said to start at the 2-hour and 20-minute mark. Let's see where I'm at right now. So I'm at the 1-hour and 58-minute mark. She said to go to 2:20. So we're going to go up to 2:20. It's her program. She should know the best. We'll get as close. I got 2:19:29. That's close. I can get 2:20, y'all. So here we go.
The boys were told to stay in the house because the tree trimmers were out there.
Right.
Summer and the boys would go out there and watch them.
Right.
Their kids were going to watch it. I think it's so cool.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, Bubs, I believe that they, cadaver dogs did search the vehicles, is what I was told, but...
I don't know if she's going to discuss this, but allegedly, Jody Sue's brother was one of those tree trimmers. Allegedly. That's gossip. I don't know if it's true. I have not been able to substantiate that. There's some other gossip that I've been long holding on to that I've not heard substantiated. And really, until I can prove it, I don't like to talk about it. I knew gossip about allegedly Mr. Andy and Mr. Jody and Miss Jody being the drug dealers of that area and related to those in LE, but I wasn't able to prove it until I got a hold of them criminal backgrounds that I showed you guys. I don't have the ties to LE, but they damn sure got the criminal background. I don't know how much you've talked about Oklahoma. And you guys, anybody that wants to help support, please do. I gotta have gas money to get back and forth to work until I catch my first paycheck. And I really don't, I'm scared to death, and I'm going on my first day with $1 and a few bit of change. But I done put gas in the car. I'm good on the first 3 days to work, I know. And I did that rather than buy any cigarettes or to make sure I had lunch money or nothing like that, because I want to get there. That's the most important shit. You know what I mean? So, but anybody wants to support, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, whatever, appreciate you, thank you. And let's listen to this. I might mute myself since we have Shay's permission and just let this play out. And I'll pause it if I hear anything I really need to comment on. Yes, they are all related to each other in some way down the line. Whether they're Freemasons in the same Freemason sect. I'm trying to think what it's called. I meant to ask Lance when he was here today. If he'll tell me. I don't want to really, I hate putting him in that kind of position because he's a member. But, there's a loyalty that lies within. Not just across the Freemason line, I'm saying, but I mean within. Like if you are all the 23rd Reich, the 23rd sector or whatever, then all those kind of are loyal to one another and have each other's backs. And it would just be interesting to know, but we probably never will. Okay, back to Shay.
I don't know if it was cadaver dogs or just scent dogs. Actually, let me rephrase that. I was told that dogs did search vehicles, allegedly.
Funny face Brandon says, wonder what theory.
I'm not sure what happened.
See, this is the one thing, Squall. Now,
I heard it ding, but I've not seen anything on my screen. I'm so confused.
I have never thought.
And I am working on new merch, and you guys are going to be excited about the new merch.
Did anything to Summer as far as the unspeakable, hurting her, killing her. They just, to me, they just don't have that look in their eye as someone that could kill their kid. That's me. I've never believed the accident theory. The reason I don't believe the accident theory is it would have to be confined to blunt force trauma to where there was
I agree on the accident
theory. The
theory.
reason I say that is because all the dogs
and my theory
TBI,
doesn't have them do
RT,
anything this
FBI,
time.
Holmes County Sheriff, and there was never 1 inch of crime scene tape stretched out anywhere on the property, the yard, the driveway, the woods, Ben Hill Road, Beach Creek, nowhere. Warriors Path, nowhere. So there was never a crime scene.
I'm gonna address Andy real quick. Yes, it is true that someone visiting the wells saw Jody Sue's son exiting the wells yard, going into the woods, and exiting out onto Ben Hill Road where the person that was chasing him lost him. And then they later found him standing beside Jody Sue's car, who was at the bottom of Dawn and Candace's driveway, blowing her horn, screaming at them to stop. And when the girl that chased him through the woods walked up Ben Hill Road and saw him standing next to the car, she said, "That's him." And Jody Sue told Candace he was checking my mail. He has not been anywhere. But he was wearing the exact identical clothes that they saw the person standing in the yard.
Those dogs are the key, ain't they, Jam?
Whoa.
The alarms in the house for saying that, somebody's snooping around.
Where did this story, when did this happen?
The story's been out here for a long time. We got to protect our locals.
You're welcome, Mandy Stoner. I did not know anybody had put that out there. I've only had 2 people tell me.
It ain't about ding-ding.
So
it's about finding Summer and why she became missing.
And that 2-person party is the one that saw it all happen. was there in person.
Did anybody not hear that?
WTF. We need
Bill's property more than once.
now.
Oh, I'm muted. Okay. No, I don't think so. I don't think Jody Sue's mailbox is at the bottom of the driveway. No. I want y'all to hear that again. About who was blowing the horn and everything. Guys, I agree with what they just said too. I need that to be heard. This story has been out there. A lot of us sat on it and didn't share it. Some things, I'm going to play it again. I already rewound it. Roll with it. Some things are not put out there for bells and whistles, as she said, to go off or to get your cash app to go ding ding. It ain't about that. Some things. Maybe she was checking the mail for Candace, looking for something Candace didn't want people to see. Maybe she was having something sent to Candace's mailbox. I don't know. Y'all answer that same question. That's part of the issue. Just listen, I'm going to replay it. But this story has been out there before. This is why maybe the Scream story is not being believed. Some stuff, though, it's for the authorities to go over it and have time to deal with it before it gets put out there. It's for what's best for Summer's case. It's not what's best for clicks and damn views. I don't give a shit. People, y'all can make all the fucking channels you want to about Nina. I don't give a damn. Talk about me if you want to. You give it somebody else a fucking rest. Because what you eat don't make me shit, and I've said that a million times. But I will do what is best for Summer, and I don't give two fucks who likes me and who don't. Oh my God, the date people, y'all, have come. What's up, Laura? Oh my God, I'm so tired of getting dates, y'all. We don't need a date. I'm turning dates away. I'm turning dates away. At date site, I tell you what y'all do. Y'all give me a Cash App or PayPal donation. I don't need a date. That's what I need. Lunch money and gas money. That's what I need. If they gonna keep coming, we gonna have to start charging them an admission fee. Shit. We don't need dates. Y'all in here asking for a date from us. Oh, Shay's live right now, Katie. I don't want to interrupt her. And, I mean, I understand if you guys want to go over there. I won't be mad at all. I mean, I get it. But there's things that I want, I want y'all to be aware of. The number, just like the name of the FBI agent that was put out there. That's a real woman. They made... Jody Sue, you should be shamed. You made up this name, and it is a real freaking lady. And her and her family have been terrorized. And they didn't know what the hell was going on. And I know it to be true. I know. Got you, Jen. Wow, Cherokee, that speaks volumes. If they started hitting her live around the time, in the same time frame in the live, that speaks volumes. That's somebody trying to prevent us from getting the true story out, huh? Exactly. Katie, you and Cherokee are telling me the same thing. And that's really telling to me. That's really telling. The uppers. And the other channels involved with them. Real talk. And again, I want to thank Shay's Safe Place for allowing us to talk. Yeah, every time, Melissa. Ain't it funny how much time stuff has happened to derail me every time we get close to something? So if you at the bottom of the hill near all this time, what does that say could have happened? And how do we know that Don don't owe your old man money for dope? Oh, that part. Oh my God, y'all. Could that be the cornbread Mexican mafia? I said it. I'm not scared. And I'll be there. And Jody, we can sit down and talk. We can chop it up at a restaurant, and I'll tell you how I really feel. Cause I'm from the country just like you are, baby girl. I used to climb trees in my pantyhose and my lace trimmed dress at the church after Sunday preaching sermon. Hallelujah. Sure didn't, Melissa. I'm going to play it again here in just a second, Katie. I am. I just got on a little bit of a roll. Sorry, y'all. I just heard some stuff. I told y'all when I hear shit, I'm going to speak on it, you know. But I rewound to a little bit before that, and we're going to play it again. Don't worry. I just think, you know, I'm not a person. If I'm asking you questions because you got something going on and it has something to do with the case, then the questions I asked you, you know, at the beginning, I might ask you a couple little softball puff questions, you know, tell us about how long you've lived there and that kind of shit. But I'm going to ask you the real hard-hitting questions. I'm not wasting my time and my people's time. We're going to ask the questions we really want to know the answers to, which is how can you still owe all these fines and fees and have gotten off probation and be driving a car? And your old man, the same question. That's the first one I got for you. And how well did you really know Candace and Allie and them and Brad with Sean? Let's talk about that. That's questions I got. That's just the beginning of the list, like the first three. I'm not going to be... If I was going to be nice, my channel would be called Pillow Talk with Nita. Bet you they are, Katie. Bet you they are. And I support the locals 1,000,000%. I support all locals and their channels. Except certain ones that are trying to suppress and stop the locals from being able to speak out and tell the truth. That's a problem. That's a problem for me. Alright. I'm going to mute so it stops any echo too.
I'd have to go back. I see Sweet D saying something there. Ziggy did have a recording of one of the tree trimmers that was down there. But it's been a while since I've heard that live of Ziggy's. But she talked to him when she came down to Tennessee. I don't know if anybody was with her then when she did that or not, because I know she met up with a couple of people, locals, when she came down here. But I don't know if she had one of the locals with them when she did the interview with the tree trimmers. Now, yes, Jackie is saying the tree trimmer saw Summer in the car that morning. Yes. Now, could a tree trimmer have came back in their own personal vehicle? Or if that's a fact, if they did drive down and park in the church, could they have took them back up to the church and dropped them off, and then that person come back in their own personal vehicle?
Right.
But I don't see them doing it during work hours. It would have had to have been, after the fact.
Well, it was
After
like
they were,
their last days. I know, like, the day that Summer went missing, there was, like, I don't know if it was that day or the next day that only half of the group that had been there normally showed up because it was they were at the end of the contract. I mean, they finished it on that section. And
Jennifer is saying that, yes, he did. Okay. I know that.
the boys were told to stay in the house because the tree trimmers were out there.
Right.
Summer and the boys would go out there and watch them.
Right.
Their kids are going to watch it. They're going to think it's so cool.
Oh, absolutely.
Yo, Bubs, I believe that they cadaver dogs did search the vehicles, is what I was told, but I don't know if it was cadaver dogs or just scent dogs. Actually, let me rephrase that. I was told that dogs did search the vehicles, allegedly.
Funny face Brenda says, wonder what theory Jody Sue will use from this live tomorrow. Yeah. See, this is the one thing, Squall. Now, I have never thought, even from the beginning, that Candace or Dawn did anything to Summer as far as the unspeakable, hurting her, killing her. They just, to me, they just don't have that look in their eye as someone that could kill their kid. That's me. I've never believed the accident theory. The reason I don't believe the accident theory is it would have to be confined to blunt force trauma to where there was no blood. The reason I say that is because all the dogs and the TBI and the CAR team and the FBI and Hawkins County Sheriff, and there was never 1 inch of crime scene tape stretched out anywhere on the property, the yard, the driveway, the woods, Ben Hill Road, Beach Creek, nowhere. Warriors Path, nowhere. So there was never a crime scene.
I'm gonna address Andy real quick. Yes, it is true that someone visiting the wells saw Jody Sue's son exiting the wells yard, going into the woods, and exiting out onto Ben Hill Road where the person that was chasing him lost him.
That was not me saying.
They later found him standing beside Jody Sue's car, who was at the bottom of Dawn and Candace's driveway, blowing her horn, screaming at them to stop. And when the girl that chased him through the woods walked up Ben Hill Road and saw him standing next to the car, she said, "That's him." And Jody Sue told Candace, "He was checking my mail. He has not been anywhere." But he was wearing the exact identical clothes that they saw the person standing in the yard.
Those dogs are the key, ain't they, Jam?
Whoa.
The alarms in the house for saying that, somebody's snooping around.
Where did this story, when did this happen?
This story's been out here for a long time. We got to protect our locals.
You're welcome, Andy Stoner. I did not know anybody had put that out there. I've only had 2 people tell me.
It ain't about ding ding.
So
it's about finding Summer and why she became missing.
And that 2-person party is the one that saw it all happen. Was there in person.
Did anybody not hear that?
WTF? We need
Bill's property more than once. That count.
We're going to replay it.
There was never 1 inch of crime scene tape stretched out anywhere on the property, the yard, the driveway, the woods, Ben Hill Road, Beach Creek, nowhere. Warriors Path, nowhere. So there was never a crime scene.
I'm gonna address Andy real quick. Yes, it is true that someone visiting the wells saw Jody Sue's son exiting the Wells yard, going into the woods, and exiting out onto Ben Hill Road where the person that was chasing him lost him. And then they later found him standing beside Jody Sue's car, who was at the bottom of Dawn and Candace's driveway, blowing her horn, screaming at them to stop. And when the girl...
Okay, I'm confused by something. Are they saying Andy Jr. or Jody Sue's son? And who are they accusing of chasing him? Because I heard... Y'all, okay, fuck it. Early on, what I had heard was it was Jody Sue's old man. And he was supposed to have been chasing her, which is why she needed to go to the hotel and be safe. But now, it seems like the peeping Tom is allegedly being Jody Sue's son. That's where I'm confused at. That was the original story. Was that Andy was the one that was caught. You know, George Ender, you know. Oh, got you, AP. And I know who the female local was. It was the daughter of the person that was getting peeped on. I heard that too. And why would explains on more on through here. So just keep listening, Jen. Because Shay said I could, and I want to get caught up and see. Because I've heard, y'all, if you only knew of the rumors that have been out there and been heard. I mean, pig pens, hog pens. I've heard some really nasty ass rumors. And when I go talk to people that are in that area or have lived in that area and still do live in that area that have common sense, it's a lot different. Nope, he sure wasn't, and it hadn't been for quite a while when Summer got missing. He was, my understanding is he had been kind of in and out for a while. He was staying with Coleslaw. Scott gets clarification. That's why I like Scott. Okay, I'm going to continue to play. Just wanted to ask questions. And Shirley, thank you. But it's saying that you're sending me a request back with the message. So maybe check that. And if you need me to send it right back, I will. I'm just confused about what you wanted me to do. But thank you very much. Any donation is very thankful and appreciated, you guys. And just know, listen, the name that was given for the FBI agent is not the real name of the person who was pretending to be. So that slay person, y'all stop searching for them. Just leave them alone, because that's not the real name. That's the fake name that they gave. That this poor lady that had the real name has just been drugged through the freaking mud. I know who the fake FBI agent is. I did a live and told y'all who it was. It was described, if you listen, by Post-it note, Miss Linda, and I've known that for a long time. Scott knows who she is. Penny knows who she is. And it sounds similar to Jody Sue's fake FBI agent. And I know that person was there at the time at the hotel. So they admitted it to me themselves. I did an interview with them. And I know it's not the slay. Yeah, Jody Sue knows her. She's a... Yeah, Jody Sue knows Linda as well. Wow. Yeah, at Coleslaw. That's the girlfriend. Alright, y'all, let me mute and let this play again. Unless I've been muted and talking this whole time. Let's play Shay's, see if the explanation Scott gets.
The girl that chased him through the woods walked up Ben Hill Road and saw him standing next to the car, she said, "That's him." And Jody Sue told Candace he was checking my mail. He has not been anywhere. But he was wearing the exact identical clothes that they saw the person standing in the yard.
Now,
that triggered the alarms.
whoa.
Get them bots out of here. I'm trying to block them.
Where did this story, when did this happen? I've not heard this.
You're welcome, Andy Stoner. I did not know anybody had put that out there. I've only had 2 people tell me. And I did not, so it had to have come from the 2 people that told me. And one of the people in that 2-person party is the one that saw it all happen. Was there in person.
I've got to say, WTF. We need to back up and put this into context, because
I don't care if she's going to flip out.
Just blew my mind.
Do you remember what I told you about the Chris McDonough thing?
Okay.
Boom.
Do you want to start back at that part of our conversation? Because I forgot about that. You reminded me of that.
Okay, I'm a little clearer now as to what occurred. I'm going to listen and hear about the Chris McDonough thing again. Shay, Scott H, Squalty It, thank y'all. Y'all, if y'all been watching any of our broadcasts, you know I've been talking about their record. I've been talking about the mumbo jumbo and clearing through. Sound like she got a mouthful of shit or dip or whatever. Nodding off during the middle of the show. I mean, I fell out. There's a difference in falling out of sleep, y'all, and nodding. I don't be doing that nod. I'm more the fuck out. I'm an old lady. And sometimes if you've done a 9-hour straight live stream, you might nod off too and go to sleep. And sometimes that court shit get boring. Y'all was in there with me. Y'all know it was boring. I bet it won't be boring when the fuck we get to see the cross-examination of Amber Heard, and I can gossip like the rest. That love after lockup, and that 90-day fiance was real. Anybody watched that 90-day fiance? Oh, I think that's what it was. I was crying. Is it 90 days? Yeah, they coming home. I was crying when the man got to see his son for the first time ever. He just started bawling like a freaking baby. Okay, sorry, I digress. I need a little lightness for a minute. Because that was heavy, if y'all don't know what was just said. For me, that was heavy. Because I've always said I feel like somebody in the area and that knows that property well knows what happened to Summer. I'll put it that way. I also think that I don't believe in the accident theory. For some reason, it's just never hit home and rung true. And I have a hard time believing that Dawn did something physically to cause Summer's life to come to an end or to harm her. Now, if you're spiriting her away to avoid CPS and avoid prison to somewhere you feel is safe, that's not doing something to cause harm to her. If somebody else did something and they got something on you, you may have knowledge after the fact or guilty knowledge, but you didn't actually do it yourself. You know what I mean? I know that seems like I'm splitting hairs, but that is the reality of what I'm saying, because like I don't see no, like gunshot or or on purpose somebody doing something to cause physical harm as one of the parents, like on purpose doing something. And I don't believe in the accident theory, because if there had been some kind of major accident on that property, I'm like Scott said, where there would have been blood, there would have been some type of bodily fluid, there would have been some type of blood splatter and plasma and other fluids that a dog would have picked up, that, you know, law enforcement and the card team, when they went through, would have picked up on. I've always felt that way. I've always said I just can't do the accident theory. And I say that for Warrior's Path as well. It's not that freaking busy. There's not that many people going through there, ever, at Warrior's Path. There's just not. I mean, it's... Even the Parks and Rec lady told me it's just not. It's not that busy. They watch it. They watch it because they're the police of the Parks and Recreation. They're like the police of it. They watch it because it's a known local hangout area where they go on down through that one path that's split. If you've ever been to Warriors, there's the one that goes straight to the water. There's the one that Candace said that H went down, that veers off to the right and goes around the corner, where we found Lady Justice and her husband, and showed me, and we all looked at and found the whatchamacallit boxes, the geo thing boxes. And it's very secluded on around there. People on the water can't see you. The people swimming, if they would come in on a ski thing, there's not really going to be any big boat. You know, you're going to have like a little small bass boat or something out on the water. You're not going to have no big, not even no pro bass boat. I'm talking the kind that you could either have oars or a little motor on boat. That's it. And it's known area, especially for younger folk, to be out there around on that bend, sitting up, popping tops, having some drinks, smoking some pot, smoking cigarettes, that kind of thing. Lack of a better way to put it. Oh, it is 1 a.m. Denise. God. I got to be at work at 9 in the morning, guys. So we're going to finish listening to this from Shay, and then I'm going to have to call it a night. Like I said, any donations, lunch money's great. And I'm not going to announce before I go. But I'll let y'all know when I get there, type thing. The next time I'm going to Tennessee. It's not going to be too awful long. The missing couch, I agree, they are not the type to throw things away. But I do believe, and there was a picture, and I had that picture. There was a couch out on that back area, outside the door, not inside, outside. Because I remember making fun of it. Like my neighbors that we used to have when I lived in town. They had a couch out on their front porch. And I was like, yeah. And I could just see the kids sitting on that couch underneath, because even the rain, it was a little overhang, you know, out there. I could have just seen them sitting out there chilling. Yeah, she's distancing herself for a reason. Listen, y'all know I ain't never cared for Jody Sue. I said she had New York ties too. She's got ties to New York, and when somebody else comes out with it, I've been saying this shit for months. When somebody else brings it out and acts like it's brand new, I want y'all to tell them, nope, that ain't new. It's been talked about in Nita's world for months. All right, back to this.
Jody Sue Brown, when she talked to Chris McDonough, she asked Chris McDonough, what were the statistics?
Listen up here, folks. This is crazy. It just got more crazy with Andy Stoner out there. All right, sorry, squawk.
She asked Chris McDonough, like, what, not quoting her word for word, but basically, what are the statistics for a peeping Tom to snatch a child? And Chris McDonough's response was, extremely high, red flag high or something. You know, he was like almost bingo card net. And then that was when she started, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, she had talked about Don snooping around in the middle of the night anytime before then. I had not heard it. It was after that she started talking about Don snooping around. In my opinion, she was not talking about Don. She was asking about her son.
I gotta unmute. I heard. I'm listening. I'm already there. Just as soon as she said what she asked McDonough about, I said, oh, fucking hell. That's why she started. Because listen, y'all, like Shay said, she's right. I gotta support this. She's telling 100% reality. I went back when Jody Sue first came out. Oh my God, we don't need a date. Look at this shit. Why y'all start spamming when we start talking about this stuff? It really seems really suspect that you enter mine and somebody else's shit when we start talking about that. That something's not right. Anyway, I'm going to hit him again. Anyway, on some real stuff. I have watched Jody Sue looked way different than she looked now. She looked way younger. She had different makeup, she had different hairstyle, different color, everything. And she was not talking then about no peeping Tom. She was not. One time she was talking about McDonald's sweet tea and an altercation in McDonald's parking lot, and then she talks about neighbors arguing and shit like that, and she's talking about coleslaw and Voldemort, and then she starts talking about Summer after she realizes, and the peeping Tom was way into Summer's case, because she came out way into Summer's case. It was after her video that first got showed by True Crime Commentary that she started talking about the peeping Tom stuff. Well after. Yeah, she hadn't aged good at all. I had to take a minute because I was very like, when that was said. Shirley, I canceled that request because of what you messaged me. But yeah, I'm just a little, okay, I'm like y'all, I'm like, ugh. Mouth wide open, not knowing what to say, because, yeah, she talked way different, didn't she, Katie, before? Now, she sounds like she has a lisp, or she has a swollen tongue, almost. And there are medicines that's a side effect from. I don't even know that those are opiates that cause the swollen tongue. And I've always, held, because of her medical issues, I've always gave a wide berth and a certain understanding, Sure will, Cherokee girl, sure will. I can attest to that one. Okay, I'm going to mute. We're going to play the rest of Shay's so I can get in the bed and not be late for work. I'm getting up at 7:15 in the morning, y'all, so I got to get this done here. And I want to hear this too, though, with y'all. I won't be able to sleep if I don't listen to it.
And there are eyewitnesses that were on the Wells property more than once that caught that boy in the woods on the Wells property between the house and Ben Hill Road where the dog trail is. at the blue truck that the dog handler that Natasha Cooper had on talked about. I probably should not have said that. And I do, Scott. I try to look at every theory. I listen to them, and I go down them, and I all the facts that I know of being there on the property and talking to some of the actual officials in the case. You know, with the family. You know it.
BB Diamond, Jody Sue did talk to Chris McDonough on the last day of the marathon, which would have been August 16th. Because I was on that panel, John Q was on that panel, Penny was on that panel, and Tiffany Marie was on that panel, as well as Jody Sue and Chris McDonough.
There are multiple people that, on different occasions, that saw him in the woods. I have only spoken to one that was actually there and witnessed it.
Okay, so
on one of the occasions, she did call law. She called the law enforcement. When she told me, I asked her, I was like, have you turned that in? She's like, well, I told Candace to tell him. I was like, no, honey, I think you need to. Because Candace does not have this concept. She does not.
You told who to call the law?
I told she told Candace to turn it in. And Candace did.
The eyewitness that saw.
Understood, which was about never contacted her back.
And you told this person to tell Candace to call the law?
No, this person said she told Candace to turn it in to the detectives and stuff.
Okay, do you know if Candace did that?
I don't think so. I don't think she did.
Holy shit.
The person who told me, whenever she told me, she went ahead at that point and she made the call. And this was in December when she finally made that call. But it was way back in the beginning when it happened.
Okay, you know what? Another thing that me and you was talking about that Crystal's Crime Time put out a while back, those borderline pornographic text messages from his dad and him, or his grandpa and him? Or is that the one you said you hadn't seen?
I'm thinking for a second. I've not seen that. I don't think. Say out all again.
It fired Jody Sue up. Jody Sue got pissed because it was, or it might have been her son sending those texts to her daughter.
Shay's safe place already knew about the son. She drop a 1 if you already knew about the son in the woods.
Shit, that's news to me. I didn't know nothing about that.
Hey, Shay, I was just saying you're right. She didn't start talking about the peeping Tom until well into the case after she had spoken out. Because it was Andy that she was afraid of in the beginning. Voldemort, and who was with Coleslaw, you know. Right, Shay, it matters. I had heard some things, but if I hadn't had it confirmed by at least a second source, you know, I hadn't spoke on it. It's kind of the third time I heard something about somebody seeing the young man. It was weird because it was after I showed a picture on one of my live streams that I got emails about it. So thank you, Shay. I appreciate, you know, you. And like I was saying, you and Scott are right. Scott had a great point about the reason that a lot of us have had a problem with the accident theory all along, which is there would have been some type of DNA matter left on the scene if there had been an accident. You know, it's going to be very hard for it to not been. Even if it was saliva, you guys. Even if it was urine, something. There's some type of DNA matchable matter. And I have said the story of walking through the creek water bothered me. Nobody seems to understand that. There's no reason that you would walk through the creek bed to worry about messing up a scent. I grew up with hunting dogs and hound dogs. We raised them. We had them. Papa went hunting all the time. I grew up squirrel hunting, rabbit hunting, deer hunting, bird hunting, all that. All that. And our hound dogs, it didn't matter what the fuck scent was around. They was on the scent that we put them on. That's bullshit. There's no reason, you don't walk through creek water to keep your scent. You're walking through creek water so you don't leave a fucking scent. That's why you're walking through creek water. And if Shay's still in here, she knows I'm telling the truth on that shit. I grew up with hound dogs. You put that scent on that damn dog, and that dog is on it like white on rice. We've had them on a deer. It didn't matter that they were. Think about this. You got hound dogs out here and you hunting. We hunting deer. You put them on the scent of that fucking deer. They not going to be on the scent of another hound dog unless they in the heat. They not going to be on the scent of the fucking bird or the squirrel or the chicken or a turkey. They on the scent of that deer because that's what you seek them on. Seek them. That's what you put them on. Get it. Get them, girl. Get them, girl. That's what you put them on. I was there. I've been on them hunts. I know that. So there's no reason that you walk through creek water except to hide your scent. Why was you worried about leaving your scent? That's my question when I heard that. And the story that was given for the reason, no, just no. I don't know about the dogs being put out during the search. I know that there was an area of their property they did not want searched. I know that. That was confirmed, and I've been reported that. I've been said that. And yeah, it may have been searched now. But there was a time period that it was not allowed. But I know what I'm talking about hunting dogs. I mean, not trying to sound nothing, no kind of way. I love the hound dogs. I grew up with them, you know. But I'm telling you, I walk through the creek water, so it's not to mess up her. You're not gonna mess up her scent unless her scent is on you. For real, I don't understand that part. It made no sense to me. But then, that's like one puzzle piece. When you put a whole puzzle picture together, when you put the backgrounds, the criminal records out there, when you put that together, when you pinpoint irregularities and lies, and, you know, I've asked questions. Why when Jackie Dobbs was out there, did you make a point to tell us how sick the fuck you was, but you out here practically running off a survey on a land, on a property that isn't yours and will never the fuck be yours? Why were you so worried about it? I've asked that question. Maybe it wasn't the survey that was really what was the import of being out on the property. Y'all following me? I've wondered. I got questions. I have questions. People don't want to answer my questions because mine ain't easy questions. Mine ain't what is your Cash App or your PayPal. We can do that. If that's what it means to do the truth. But when I feel that you're a POI in the case, I don't know about giving you a platform on my channel. I've got mixed feelings on that, and I have my reasons for that. One of which is I don't want to catch a subpoena. You know, two of which is I don't want to be known as the channel that gave a platform to somebody that maybe did something to somebody. I mean, I'm torn. I have a lot going on. That's an internal thing, and that's not making any accusations. That's just giving. As long as you are a person of interest for law enforcement, period. And that's everybody. That's a lot of people. That's not singling any person, individual out or speaking on any individual. That's a lot of people that are persons of interest in this case. And it really does blanketly apply to any case to people that are deemed persons of interest and how I kind of feel I need to operate. Yeah, she's not as dumb as she thinks we are. I know that's not what you wrote exactly, but that's what I'm saying. Oklahoma, I love you. Okay, we gonna listen to the rest of this, and then I really got to go to sleep, y'all, for reals. Or try to. I'm a nervous wreck. I probably won't get much sleep. Y'all know how that be. Okay. I'm gonna mute again.
Miss Slade knew about the Sun in the Woods, October band about the Sun in the Woods. Did he done just roll with it?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I knew about it. I just didn't put it out there.
It looks like.
Yeah.
It looks
I know
like
the Truth Sleuth knew.
it's about half and half. Yeah, Tora Aurora. I know I slaughtered your name. News to me. I'm speechless.
If TM
Yeah,
take
that's
that
what I'm
down.
saying. Andy Stoner just like fucking blew my mind.
Anybody is in here that knows how to download YouTube videos, go get TM's. What was it called?
Now, do we have a date when this eyewitness saw him running through the woods?
She does. She does because she has messages with Candace and another person that was
Okay,
talking with Candace and visiting with Candace, so to say.
because they'll be flagged. They'll be flagged from this. So,
Yes, ma'am.
She's got a specific date.
okay. Would she be willing to give you a screenshot of those text messages?
I don't know if she would or not.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good point,
I got
X
an
squared.
idea.
There were a lot of teens and a lot of younger people partying allegedly up there that definitely could
Okay,
have
so
brought him migrating that
Squall is
way.
on mute right now. She's gonna got to do something, whatever she's got to do right now. Well, that was something else there. That was something else. Southern Magnolia Bell, all I've heard was Fred Hill talking about the sun being in the Wells pool. That's where I heard about it, was from Fred Hill, yeah. Now,
The lady speaking is a victim of someone on Beach Creek that is a child predator that Jody Sue threatened her with when she went out and put out Jody Sue's videos on Squall's other channel. Squall got threatened.
That's one of the videos I was talking about watching, you guys.
Frank Light
Yep.
and her
Yep.
apparently are still friends
Yep.
because she allowed Frank. She told
I
Jody,
saw it.
excuse me, I'm upset.
Sorry, Shay. Sorry, Shay. She said, excuse me even on that, but
She made
y'all,
a video and deleted
I'm feeling
it.
this because
Ellie Mae Monster did.
I seen it. I
And in
seen
that video,
the
of
video.
hours and hours,
I
in
seen
there,
it, Jay.
that she
I saw
later
where
deleted,
she said
I guess,
Frank
but
Light's
about
name.
a couple hours later,
She said Frank Light's
I'm gonna
name,
let you hear
and
it too,
she said it. I saw
because I
it with the
talked to him
closed
and
caption. I saw it with the
The lady
closed caption.
speaking
It was a
is
7.5 minute
voice.
video. I watched it.
and maybe bringing Summer
It ain't
home
no lie.
and getting her justice.
Jody Sue said Frank Light's name
So
and
that's
said
why
she
I'm
didn't know why
protecting
this person, this local,
Okay, I'm
was
gonna let it
coming
play
after
on.
Frank Light and they needed to keep his name out their mouth and that part. I saw it.
Tom's love. We'll scroll back up here to the chat.
I
Tom's
saw
love says
it.
Jody Sue's head has now exploded. Yeah.
Sorry, y'all.
somebody
I
up
didn't
there
mean to get
said-
animated.
Jody Sue had said that.
But
Okay,
she had
believe.
Frank Light's name in her mouth.
Says, I asked
She
Jody Sue about the
intimated
pool.
who she
said
was
there
talking
several
about
pools in the
first.
Wells place.
And
I
then
heard
she
that
flat out
conversation, and
said
Jody
Frank
Sue didn't
Light.
say that there wasn't a pool there.
And I heard about the pool and the sun too.
So, hey, Perry Patty. So yeah, shoot, I just scrolled back down. I just saw somebody else that said something about in the pool. October Baby says in the pool with the kids. Yeah, that's the only, as far as I know now, I could be wrong. Yeah, Cold Case Crystal, it did sound like she was going to call that person. I agree.
Jam 420. I don't know about that. Maybe parents of Summer were scared of the drug dealers in the area and maybe the drug dealers' friends in the area and RSOs that Ellie Mae Monster is still supporting.
Like, for
As she
instance,
calls
the
it back
one
in
riding the
day. It
horse
wasn't back in the day.
that was allegedly searching,
That may be why.
that made it known he was riding through in the area the day Summer went missing. Yeah, that one.
I know that was,
I know exactly.
as far as I know,
I've
that's
said
the
it
only
before.
place that I've heard of the pool was from Grant Hill, from Ziggy's interview.
Yes, and allegedly
I
Fred
don't know,
and Andy, Jody Sue's ex-old man, are related and fighting and hate each
Well,
other,
about the pool, it don't
allegedly.
make sense. Now, the unfortunate thing about that, where
Jody Sue's son's not a minor.
have a pool, I saw the pictures. Okay. Cat's Eye, I've just seen a picture of Candace Wells in summer in the car with a blue pool in the back, a plastic pool. Okay. The thing about, and I know it's out there somewhere.
Can't you remember I showed y'all the moonshiner shoes and asked about dog footprints, cat footprints, horse, cow, any footprints near the one of hers? Yep.
That was the day that Jody Sue was on panel. I think it was, I'm pretty sure it was me and John Q and Penny and Jody Sue talking, and Chris McDonough come up. I don't know if Tiffany was on there prior to that or if she came on right around in that same general time, but I know Tiffany was on there too. That's when...
Thank you, Shay. I appreciate you, man.
Last time
I loved your skit, by the way. I laughed myself
Jody
silly.
Sue talked to Chris McDonough.
If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, go over to Shay's and check it out. It was awesome. And I've talked about the video before that you got up, and I will go and play
that
it.
video, since it was
Because
20
it's like
hours
7
long,
minutes long. You did a short. And you had the closed
When
caption.
John went
It's the
to
one that she had deleted.
edited,
I'll go over to that
because he was going to, that was,
and play it.
at the end of that is when I blew up.
Because I've been saying it was true, and I'm tired of you guys trying to be intimidated and threatened. I know it's true. It happened to me, so I know it's true. And
that video was
every local has a right to speak out and share their truth. Every local. We need more to speak out.
Okay, so True Sleuth
more, not less. So I don't want
okay.
people coming at locals and trying to threaten, intimidate, make them feel less than. I got a problem with that.
Yes.
I got treated with nothing but kindness and respect. I didn't come in like a boulder or a firecracker or something. I was very nice and respectful. Everybody was nice and respectful to me.
So unless somebody's
to me, thank you, Elizabeth. I appreciate that. Thank you for becoming a member. I was respectful. People were respectful to me. I respected their wishes. I was just amazed at how many people knew. How many people knew? Yes, God is loud, right? About the high drug use and drug trafficking in that area, and even knew who was behind it. As far as Kingsport, how many people knew? Bluntville people knew. You know.
So that's a possibility. But
gotcha.
I know for a fact somebody was saying,
"Oh, Shay, I'm gonna go." Hold on.
Kristen on it. I know she talked to her on at least October 16th. But BB Diamond, you're very right. She could have talked to him.
Do this, Shay. It's this one. Local intimidation from other locals. Oh, and hold on a minute. The skit, you guys go check out the skit. That's Circle Jerks, Tragedy Pimps, and No Takes Investigates 4 weeks ago. It's 8 minutes, 17 seconds long. Just check it out. Can y'all can hear me though now, can't you? Okay. Check that one out. It's freaking hilarious. She also has the entire Hawkins County recent meeting that they had. So go to her channel, check that out, sub her up. Make sure you thumbs up those videos. You know, I love Lean On Me. Lean On Me is actually very cool people's. Guys, I don't mind being criticized, by the way. Criticize me all you want. Just do constructive criticism. You know, tell me what I could do better. And don't be an asshole about it. And I won't have a problem with people. I'm cool with that kind of thing. But anyway, I'm going to show this video because it's real important. And I'm glad Shay gave me permission.
I'm truly sorry about the other day. I was supposed to have done a live, guys, but I got company. Everything was really hectic, and I forgot. But this video here, I wanted to call to the attention of one of our other locals down on Beach Creek had put out a video interviewing another video. Well, Miss Jody Sue is not very happy with it. Now, this is a video, it's a real short one, because she privated. She better have privated. I mean, it was kind of like a threat. So I want you guys to listen very careful. Listen very careful how that she takes up for Frank Light and is pissed about the people bringing up Frank Light as a suspect because she's mad at Squall. I guess for interviewing somebody. This took May the 3rd and then it was deleted. But I think with closed captionings, y'all can very much well read into what she's trying to say. So here you go. And just read what closed caption got on this part right here for it's private.
Yeah, what's that? Me, I could honestly give a fuck less. Because I know it's fake. But the way in which you continue to terrorize, or try to, children, domestic violence victim, etc., to get back at your own. Some sick ass fucking shit. And then you stood there and you put out Frank as a suspect and all this shit Summer on purpose. Was he guilty of this shit? Maybe. But not that. But you introduced him, didn't you, dear? Then you turn around and do what you've done from the beginning. Carry on. Carry on. One day karma will fucking find you. And it's weird that your fake panel writers basically described you there with that doubt. Because I tell you what I've seen you do since the beginning of this shit. I do recall that back in the day when you first started this shit with my children and all that to try to do what you're doing, whatever, you know, for everybody else, and so you could push Frank into Summer's case, right? Don't forget the keys offered dogs your ass and asked, but he politely not do so. You remember that? But I will tell you, the dog's seen the bullshit that's happening inside of that because of simple Google searches. Really pissing me off. So, safety of my children's paramount. That shit ain't gonna fly. Not in the least. So, well, it's bad when you want to put it in squirrel titties. Oh, yeah. Let's see. What it is.
As I understand, her name has to do with her indigenous ancestry.
biggest takeaway from this, Jody Sue, is you stand firm in your support with Frank Light and registered as offender of children, and you're trying to intimidate Squall. Well, it ain't gonna work even if I have to bring Squall to my house. Or her guest. You're not the only local. Everybody has a right to speak, not just your ass.
That part.
Thank you, like, share, and subscribe.
That part. That part. That part. That part. That part. That part. Oh. You know, that's what I understand. Sorry, y'all just don't know what popped up in front of my face. It's a marriage license. It just came up right in front of my face. Just then. I just know that personally Jody Sue's rubbed me the wrong way since the beginning. Me who? I'm not sure on that one. Her records don't have her as Jody Ann at the courthouse that I pulled up, so I would have to say, based on that, I wouldn't think so. But, oh God, I am yawning. So, I'm going to end by showing y'all something y'all probably already seen on a bazillion other channels. Not claiming to be the first. Not that part at all. But just something that's finally available. Let's see. I think this is it. Yeah. It should come up soon. I know Oklahoma, that was insane. I've never ever seen that happen. Never seen it say YouTube crashed before. I'm waiting. Oh, come on. Oh, I hate the time delay. Anytime now. Wow. Y'all, YouTube is like 2 minutes behind, I'm thinking. Okay, finally. Wow. So, according to this, August 12th of 2016, it does have the seal. Not sure why it's dated April 25th, 2022. Unless that's somehow the date that it was printed out for some reason. But there you go, the marriage license. Sullivan County instead of Hawkins County. I don't know if it's fake or not. Can't tell y'all that. I have no clue. Just was sent it. That's all I can do is say it's been shared everywhere and sent. Yeah, that's weird to me. I don't understand what that is. Except maybe it was alleged that Don was asking for the marriage certificate in jail and wanted Tim Mullen to get him a copy. Could this have been leaked? Possibly so. And as you see, there's no senior nor junior suffix on that name right there. Donald Wesley Wells. Doesn't say junior, doesn't say senior. On the deed, it specifies junior. I've said this all along. I have reasons for telling y'all this. Has to do with some of the things that I read where it shows the payments that were made on taxes during on the land tax during certain years. Right. Somebody else caught that up. Yeah. But it looks like he's a witness. So if it's a witness, I don't know. I'm confused by that. I have noticed a lot of the Hawkins County commissioners actually live in Sullivan County. And it is kind of weird the way the lines between those two counties go. Think so, Shirley? Yes, I do remember. I don't know, Elizabeth. I don't know. Yep, time for bed. Alright, guys, I've got to get up in like 5 hours. So I'm going to say peace, love, and light. I will try to see you all tomorrow night. After I get off work. Because I have to be at work in the morning. Thank you. Like I said, anybody that wants to contribute and help out with the channel and whatnot, y'all know the linky links. And thank God for this job and the paycheck coming soon. I can't wait. I'm just excited. So y'all have a great night. I will be getting stuff together for us for tomorrow. Peace, love, and light.